We got this brand new geocache that was only approved 2 days ago. It's supposed to be right next to this little bridge. It's in this really nice little town, a little bit from where I live. These cool little bridges. What I'm curious about though is like how hard is it for the plows to actually pave these? Because it's like the cobblestone instead of just asphalt, you know. A little bit down the road, like not able to be seen from here. There's like another one where it's like a big bump in a way, you know. It's not as flat as this one. I'm sure that's a little harder. Yeah, that was like nice little thing. So I can't tell if you guys can tell or not, but this one's more of a incline. Let's see, cars always scrape the road. So I kind of wonder why they make it like this instead of just making it like a normal street. Maybe it's just cosmetic. I wonder if it has something to do with like, maybe it doesn't ice as much because of what it's made out of. Because it is technically a little bridge. Well, this one's a lot smaller than the other one. But yeah, I found the geocache by the other bridge. It was only released 2 days ago. I forget if I said that or not. So I actually got a feeling that the reason that they do have the cobblestone on the bridges, I think it might be the town's version of speed bumps. Because it is a little rougher driving over, so... I mean, this park has these like all throughout the thing, and the little roundabout where you can see the woman walking, it's all cobblestone in that little section. And they do have some nice buildings here that are made out of cobblestone instead of just being like simple wood structure. So but yeah, I've found one geocache here before, a little bit past the playground. There are 2 more in this park that I've not found before. I forget why I didn't find it, but I feel like it might have started to rain right after I found the first one. So I'm here to find the rest. So I originally stopped over that end because of the woman. So I like wait for her to walk by before I record anything. But that's a little roundabout I was talking about. But the cache is on the other side of this little pond right now. Like right here. So the first one I gotta walk around. I wonder if that is what's trying to run a little fountain over there. But that was kind of cool that this park has these nice little benches. Although it does seem really dirty, but it definitely takes more work than just a basic one you can just buy from a manufacturer. They actually had to like design this one. And this more, like I passed one over there. So I'm kind of curious on why they have those 3 paths going into the pond. Because from what I can tell, they don't actually connect to each other. I've even checked like Google Maps to see, and it's not like it's a pond you can actually go boating in. I mean, maybe like a little canoe or kayak, but compared to what other ponds around here. So I had walked a little too far. Not terribly, but still a little farther than I was supposed to. But I feel like that's the second most common cache to find, at least around here. Bison tubes inside of trees. And I feel like the most common finds are pill bottles in the skirts of lampposts. Now that's what I feel like, especially the pill bottles in lamppost skirts. So those I found there a lot. And there's the machine gun. Looks like they've got another little path going into the pond. I just couldn't see that one before because of the hill, with me being on that side. Okay, so here's the second one that was missing in this park. Nice, easy find. Right behind the tennis courts. And then the basketball courts are over there. So this is my little book. These are geocaches I want to find. These are the only remaining caches from the Malay Park and Recreation District. We have this one that hasn't been found since 2017 that I kind of want to check out. I'm just covering part of it because there's some coordinates on there that I'm pretty sure are just in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. But I just want to cover up just in case it's actually of my house, so that's just why I'm covering that up. So these are some caches that I want to find. See, I found one of them already. Got 3 more new caches. The one that needs a ladder I tried to find yesterday. That's just a little reminder for me. So the top one that says make sure it's still there. There were a few did not find, so I just wanted to make sure it was still there, and it was. Then the C new cache one. The log was completely soaked and the container was missing its cap, so I made a need maintenance thing. And the woman replaced it the same day, so I just want to see the new cache. So then we have the difficulty and terrain graph. They want to find at least one in every category. So I made a list of caches to find. So this one I actually did not find yet. I found a different one that fit the category, which was difficulty 2.5 with a terrain of 1. But this one actually will not be able to get for a little while because it's the one at the Fremont Public Library, so I have to go inside to actually find it. But it's closed until further notice because of the coronavirus. And then this Loch Lomond one was a mystery one, so I had to solve a little puzzle, which I did last night. So now I just have to go to the actual coordinates to find it, which is at the corner of Archer Avenue and Division Street in Monoline. And this John Jenga Memorial Park I tried to find a little while ago, and it was a multi-cache. I had to find signs at the park and fill out the information for A, B, and C. The sign that had the answer for C on it was missing. So that's kind of like a fill and guess. So that's just something I have to do. And then this was one I was working on yesterday that I could not find because the place was flooded. So I have the final coordinates, so I'm hoping that's correct. I'm sure it is correct because I was able to find the other headstones, and it's just a matter of waiting until it's finished, until it's not flooded anymore. But yeah, that's all I have written down right now. Let's go and find them. then T, Y, and M to stand for multi-cache, traditional, or mystery. Just so I know what type of cache it is, so I can try and solve the mystery ones before and see what the multi-caches require before going out for those two. So, like, that's the one that's flooded right there. The library one, like I said before. This traditional I just couldn't find the other day, so I'm gonna go with a metal detector. Hopefully it's a metal container. No one's found it yet as of the last time I checked. It's like a few days ago. It's been out since February. So hopefully I'll have this all filled out within a few months. And now I say within a few months because some of them are so spread out because there's like so few of the higher difficulty and terrain ones. Seems like most of them are 1.5 and 1.5. Just because like the skirt, the lamppost. Does anyone know the purpose of putting the garbage cans on those posts like that? My guess is it just helps them take the garbage out. But I don't really think that something like that's required. Although I'm sure one thing also is that we do get a lot of like windstorms around here and stuff like that, so it might also help prevent the cans from being blown away. But I don't exactly think that they would have it like that. I don't know, maybe it's a way to secure it and just makes it easier to empty it when it's being secured, you know. Okay, so this next geocache is at a graveyard. So that's the church right there. But I thought it was kind of cool that they still have like a older park. I feel like you don't really see many wooden playgrounds with metal slides anymore. It's usually all plastic. Well, you may have like the main beams holding up being metal, but you know, so like plastic slides and plastic flooring and then just metal beams, but these are all wood, with the exception of the things holding up the swings and metal, and you know what I mean. And quite a few tires too. Little field. Doesn't really look like it's actually used too much. So I believe the sign said this is from 1864. I think the cemetery was established then. I see some older headstones, like 1878. The girl was only 8 years old. We got some headstones that are, there's a little baby right there. Some headstones that fell apart. We got some like leaning against trees and stuff, or other headstones. So I kind of figured it was somewhere in this tree, but I was like looking at the headstones first. But the baby headstone, you can see it right there. It's the little bison tooth. But as I was walking around it, there's a bird up in here, and something fell out, so I'm pretty sure I barely avoid it getting pooped on. So something I always wonder is when you have headstones that are benches, are you allowed to sit on those? Because like on one hand, it's headstone, so you really shouldn't. But when they make it a bench, is that like an exception? I've always wondered. I've never sat on one myself, So I never had any need to. But it just always makes me think. So here's another one. Although these two that I see here, oh, there's another one over there. So far those two we just went up to. They only seem like they may not even be headstones. It's just in memory, because there were no dates on it. I don't know, it could still be a headstone because it is in a cemetery, but so did they just want to get their headstones out early? Because I don't see any dates other than when they were born. It's 3 o'clock now. Yeah, only it's just struck 2. See, I didn't think it was quite 3 o'clock yet, but I thought it was after 2. So. With all the craziness going on, is it too much of a long shot to wonder if that's all toilet paper? I don't know. This coronavirus is all crazy. So I've never been in a situation where I've been in a relationship with someone who passed away. But I always wonder how, like, here you have Shirley who does not have a date of death, so I'm assuming she's still alive. So I wonder what it's like for her to come here knowing that she's gonna be here someday because her husband's here. You know what I mean? It's like, I always wonder like what they think, like how they feel, you know? Like obviously they're sad that their loved one's gone, but I'm not sure. So it looks like this is cremations, and they got a sundial. The summer's that side, and winter's that side. I think that's rather interesting. Okay, I'm gonna get back to geocaching. So this one, we had to play this little game. So this played a sequence, and you had to figure out how to play that sequence. And once you completed the sequence, then it would give you the digits for lock on the cache. I was able to figure out, and it was pretty cool. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut it short for today. So I'm gonna head home. Thanks for watching. So I decided I was gonna get one more. Just noticed this on the way to find it. That was pretty funny. Yep, I want to find one more. I just found it. The thing that sucks though is I gotta crawl in there now. Oh man. Okay, oh well. This Loch Lomond one that I've talked about before, that was the one I just found. So yeah.